Next one that always comes up is that the Jews killed Jesus. Dude, why'd you kill Jesus, bro? What the fuck, man? Why'd you kill Jesus? So let's talk about that one.
Number one, we didn't at all. And this is like one of my biggest bugaboos because it is somebody, if you want to say the Jews killed Jesus, what you have to say is that the Jews were in control of the Romans. Like, let's start there. It was Pontius Pilate and the Romans who crucified Christ. Now, do you know where in anywhere that there has been Jews crucifying anybody? Can you point to one instance of Jews crucifying anybody in the history of the world?
I'm going to say no.
No, you can't, because it doesn't happen, because it's not a Jewish way of executing somebody. That's not a thing that we do. It's not a thing that we ever did. It was the Romans who killed Jesus, and it was Pontius Pilate who made the decision. That is all that happened with Jesus. And it's so asinine, because the only way that you could come to the conclusion that Jews killed Jesus is if the Jews were in control of the Romans. And if you know anything about history, especially at that point in time, no, Jews were not in control of the Romans at all. Because if we were, we wouldn't have had that whole destruction of the Second Temple thing. That wouldn't have happened. The Arch of Titus, which is in Rome, where guess what? The fucking Romans were? Yeah, that happened because the Jews really couldn't control the Romans. Masada, one of the only times where Jews did a mass suicide pact because they knew that the Romans were going to come up onto that plateau and murder the fuck out of them. That happened because, again, the Jews couldn't control the Romans. But you guys want to say this one time somehow Jews were in control of the decision-making for not just the Romans, but specifically Pontius Pilate? Go fuck yourself. That did not happen. And even better, you know who else knows that that was the case? The fucking Pope in 1965 with the Nostra Aetate. He said in 1965, you can't hold the Jews responsible for the murder of Jesus. But fucking nobody wants to talk about that, either because they don't know Latin or because they want to hate on Jews. So the Pope says that the Jews didn't kill Jesus. History says that the Jews didn't kill Jesus, but these dumb fucks online want to talk about the fact that Jews killed Jesus, and it's the number one, it's the OG original conspiracy theory, is that the Jews killed Jesus. And as a Jew, even though I do understand the theology behind this, if Jesus had to die for everybody to absolve every one of their sins, even if the Jews killed Jesus, which they didn't, I'm confused how now this is a problem. So the logic doesn't fucking work within your own conspiracy theory, but it doesn't just work because you're historically illiterate. It doesn't work because you guys don't know your ass from your elbow, and all you want to do is come up with a reason to hate on Jews. And you're going with the original reason, and you're keeping up with a conspiracy theory that has been alive now for more than 2,000 years. Get some new fucking material.
Thank you very much for tuning in to that clip. If you enjoyed it, then you'll love the full-length episode right here. Right here. Click it. Go ahead. Go ahead.